saying that life finds a way.
How's it going, guys? This is Andre from Team Lid, and welcome back to a Team Lid video. So today I want to discuss the new Dino cards in 2023. There's going to be 4 waves of them, so 3 sets, and also 1 promo. So let's get straight into it. The new promo, Absolute King Mega Plunder. He's a level 6 Dino, he's Earth, he combos the new Xeno, he's searchable of Grand Xeno, and he combos really well for the new Evolved Zaraz. The second card is Transcendrake Matoros. He's a mid. He only can be activated during your opponent's turn. He destroys 2 dinos in your hand or you control, special summons himself, and then he dumps a dino. Really good for follow-up, but it's kind of situational, so I probably won't play him, but I'll obviously gonna get 3 for the collection. King Rex, the Dragon King. So he's a level 9, so he requires 2 tributes, so you can use pull to bring him out, and on the turn he's summoned, you can pop 2 cards, and he's a soft once per turn. 2 monsters specifically, your opponent controls. And then we have the new Xeno. Xeno Matoros, I think, is the best monster in World Survivors for dinos, and I think he's probably going to be the most played. So you probably run him at 1 or 2 copies. He can be triggered by your opponent destroying something by battle or card effect, and he can set himself up to play in your turn if your opponent destroys. Say you're playing against Unchained. His effect on field is during the main phase you can pop a dino in your hand or field, special and normal monster from your hand or deck. So it's a new combo starter. Unfortunately, it locks you into dragons, dinosaurs, sea serpents, and worms from the extra deck, but in the grand scheme of things, that's not a bad restriction. King Rex, the twin-headed dragon. So if you control no monsters, you can special summon this card, and then if this card is normal or special, you can target 1 monster on the field with attack lowered, then the total attack of all dinos you control destroyed. So this card would have been a guaranteed one-off in every dino player's decks if it said if you control only dinos. But instead, it says you have to control no monsters. So that restriction alone means this card will not see play. It's also searchable with Jurassic Power, which is nice. So Evolsa, Rios, and Volatile Forest. So these 2 cards combo crazily well together. So I'll start with Forest. If this card is normal or special, you can special summon 1 Volatile monster from your hand or grave in face down defense position. So that effect is actually free. Like it doesn't mean anything because the other stuff it does is a lot better. So during the main phase, you can set 1 Evo Force or Evo Instant directly from your deck. And if monsters you control will be destroyed by battle or card effect, you contribute 1 Dino or Reptile monster instead. So those trigger with Evoltiles and Evos are so well. And let's get into the 2 cards that it searches. So Evo Force, tribute 1 Evoltile monster special in Evolza. So Forest gets you into Rios, and Rios gets you into the traps, which are crazy traps. The other card that it searches is Evo Instant, which is a trap. So it's basically the trap version of Evo Force. So there could be a situation where you want to trigger the Evoltile in your opponent's turn. So when you summon some of the older Evoltiles, they have effects that affect your opponent on their turn. And then Rios, so if you're summoning Rios of Evo Force, his effect will trigger his secondary effect to dump Misk. And then he has another effect that you can make the type and level of 2 face-up monsters on the field become that sent monster's level. So if you send a level 6 fire dino, say you send Xeno, all your dinos become level 6. All the reptiles. It doesn't have to be dinos actually, it just says 2 monsters. That is crazy. So you can make 2 monsters you control the same level. It's literally level modification. Actually, that could have even more application. I probably need to cook with this card. And then the traps that it sets are crazy. So the first trap I'm going to look at is Evolutionary Bridge. When a monster you control is targeted for attack, you can target 1 Evoltile monster in your graveyard, special summon that target, and then switch to attack to that monster and conduct damage calc. So a few of the Evoltiles can be triggered when they're destroyed by battle, so that comes in there. Evo Singularity, this is going to be crazy. So target 1 Evoltile monster and 1 Evolsa monster in your graveyard, special summon 1 Evolza XYZ, I'm guessing regardless of rank, and attach it to those to this to that XYZ as material. So these two get you into this combo where even if you get even lead or dark roulette, you can keep the trap, activate the trap, summon back Rios and Foros, and then make Raz, which is the Omni negate, not once per turn, Dolka, which is a monster negate, or Lagia, depending on the situation. And I think that's insane. Ground Dino, the best card hands down in Wild Survivors. Guaranteed 3-off in every Dino player's decks. It searches Scrap Raptor, it searches the new Xeno, it searches a normal if you need it. And it can banish it to Fuse. It's going to be the new combo starter. The new pull card, interesting card, lets you play around Lancia. So instead of banishing for this pull, you can tribute to, and the tributing can even trigger some of the old volatiles. And then for the rest of this turn, you're locked into Dragons, Dinosaurs, Sea Serpents, and Worms from the extra deck, but that's neither here or there. Also, special summon one level 5 or higher Dino monster from your deck or extra deck with attack equal to or greater than the tribute monsters. So this card is going to be crazy. It's going to let you get into your combo pieces as well as summon stuff from the extra deck, and there's going to be a few new Dino fusions in the future, I assume, because these two are really good, but I feel like there's going to be more. On top of that, you can summon out the Dinomorphias, so this card is going to be really cool. And then Jurassic Power, Dino monsters you control gain 300 attack. They don't need that stuff. You can normal summon one level 5 or higher without tributing, so the new dinos, and they are searchable with this card, so you can send a dino from your hand or face up on the field to grave, add a dino with 1/2 defense from your deck, so the new King Rex and King Rex One-Headed Dragon, as well as Dogoron, who has the same stats. Transcendent Flights, target one dino that is banished when either graveyard, special it to your field. So basically another way to recycle Musk. Let's get into the extra deck. Transcend Drake Giga Twowser. When he's summoned, you can recycle a dino. When he's summoned from the grave, you can pop a card in your hand or field, and one card your opponent controls. So this card combos really well with UCT. And if he's destroyed, you can shuffle back a normal dino or a normal monster, I believe, yep. And you can special him back, and that will trigger his unsummon from graveyard effect. And this guy is going to be crazy with this Kato Petra. So Kato Petra on summon during the main phase, you can add a poly, and when it's banished, you can summon it back and add the poly from grave back to hand. So it basically lets you fusion twice. So Guardian Chimera plays are going to be crazy. There's going to be a lot of cool things you can do with this card. It also has bolting protection from attacks, and it lets you fuse into this beast of the card. This card lets you set any field spell from your deck directly to the field, or actually place it face up on your field zone, which is insane. Plays around Ash, plays around so many things. And it gives you an additional normal summon of a dragon or dino. So even if you waste your normal summon on Kato, you still get around it. So which is insane. Okay, so Transcend Drake Glaciasaurus. So this is like a retrained Frostosaurus, I believe. Can't be destroyed by battle. Your opponent cannot target your dinosaur monster special summon from the graveyard with effects. Also, they cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. So if this card is summoned back from the graveyard, your opponent's gonna have a problem. They can't target it, they can't destroy it by battle, and it can't be destroyed by card effect. So literally, your opponent has to non-targeting banish this card. Transcend Drake Drogonatus. So this card is going to be a new way to recycle Musk. So it can summon back Musk from the banish, and it also can summon its all the Transcend Drakes have the effect to shuffle a normal and special summon themselves back. This card for some reason has double battle damage when it battles a monster as well. So Evolzal Raz. This guy is insane. He can't be targeted while he has material. And on top of that, when your opponent activates a card or effect, you can detach 2 materials from this card, then target one face-up card your opponent controls, negate its effect. So in response to normal spells, traps, and quick plays, monster effects, you can detach 2, negate. But if this card has a dino, because this card doesn't even require dinos as material, you can detach 1, or it has a dino or reptile as material. So it's a double omni negate. So Granosaurus, the magical head cannon, this card's probably super mid. I've never actually read it before. So when a Dino monster destroys an opponent's monster battle and sends it to the grave, you can attach one for 1,000, so normal Dino things. Then this card gains 1,000 attack, so it'll be on 3/2. And yeah, if the XYZ card is destroyed, you can target one card in the field and destroy it. And if you do, inflict 1,000. So it's basically a card that you can basically use in time to deal some damage. And on top of that, it can pop a card and it gains attack. So that's it for the new Dino, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.